So here we found out them that is Glamour photographer. So the game is to come out for a quarter, but it has a demo. So here we go to see how it is. Well, here I am, 24 years young, and life is already serving me a sitcom worthy mess, mom. Total misery, probably out there nailing hide and seek death. Took his final ball a month ago. Ouch. It stings like a bad punchline, but the show must go on. That left me is also today I'm playing treasure hunter, hoping to find something shinier than my future. Not gonna sugarcoat it, my wallet's crying for help and I could lose cash infusion stat. Big surprise, scoring the house turns up zilch, just some moth-eaten curtains and a creepy gnome statue, but then that calls my name. Oh, but I haven't introduced myself. My name is, you can put your name if you want, Jake. What was Pop's hiding up there? Gold, rare coins, his secret stash of disco records? I climb the ladder like I'm auditioning for an action flick, each creak yelling. Buddy, lay off the snacks. That is a jackpot of nostalgia, clutter museum of Dad's life. There's a neon green yo-yo I swore was my ticket to cool kids touch in 5th grade, tangled in a nest of Christmas lights. Next to it, half-deflated soccer ball from that one summer I thought it would be the next big star, until I tripped over it and fans planted in front of the whole team. Oh, and a dusty box of Captain Crunch face cereal, the mascot creepy green staring at me like remembers me stealing spoonfuls at midnight. Then my eyes spot a vintage camera, it lands gleaming like it's on some cosmic joke. This could be my ticket to something big. Holding the camera I feel a spark like that unfulfilled dreams are high-fiving me from beyond. This camera is straight out of the 70s, yet it is mint condition, a total unicorn. That I had the knack for spotting beauty. I guess I got that gene too. I head down the ladder, camera in tow, already plotting my grand future. On the wall, a sultry poster of Chanel Santal, sprawled on the beach towel, steals the show, her gaze practically winking at me with all its steamy charm. Chanel Santal, the queen of allure and pure pizzazz. Chanel's figure is a work of art, long legs that go on for days, hips with just the right curve, and a bust that is basically poetry in motion, perched perfectly on her sleek frame. That pose has me hooked and I cannot help but wonder if her golden hair is a clue to the magic she is hiding, adding a spicy twist to this whole scene. I can almost hear the camera click, the flash popping, freezing a slice of time. Snapping shots like that, yeah, that's my destiny. This car is not so old gadget, it is my key to a life dripping with art and passion. Chanel, forever frozen on that post, becomes my muse, nudging me to chase my dreams. One day, I will be the guy photographing stunners like her. The idea of capturing gorgeous models sends a thrill zipping through me. Timeless beauties in epic shots, that is the art I am here to create. This camera is now my tool to dive into the world of glamour photography. I picture the studio lights blazing, models waiting for my genius to call the shots. I'll make it happen. For that, for me, for the love of art. I set the camera on the table ready to kick off this wild new chapter. This camera, quiet for years, is itching to spin new stories to capture the world's beauty. Time to dive into this adventure, time to make my vision real. But I'm not tackling this solo. I've always been a bit of a lone wolf, even back in high school. That is when I cooked up my imaginary sidekick. It was... Who's tagging along for this wild ride? What the? Old master from East Asian wise probably spawned from being too many kung fu flicks, always dropping golden nuggets of advice for situationally and bedroom battles. We have Dr. Lila Stern. My therapist saw her high school. Okay, she was real but so uptight I started imagining her dishing out actual useful tips, especially the spicy kind, plus she was hot, a true MILF. We have Tony. The pizza guy is always blazing and barely awake, yet drops relationship wisdom as stone guru, and for reasons no one understands is constantly flunking by stunning human. Okay, only these three. So she helps, useful tips, you can go for her. Let's begin. Photographing breathtaking women is a core part of your art, however embracing their intimacy through physical connection offers a profound pleasure and insight that you must not ignore. Heck yeah, you nailed it my friend. With a fire in my gut, I kick off this adventure. I'm not just snapping pics of as many gorgeous women as I can, but I'm also gonna charm them, date them, and maybe crank up the heat a little more. Oh, this is gonna be the heck of a wild ride. Your desktop. This is a desktop from you can control the game flow. For now, the only accessible functions are the radio and travel to see the world. So on the dam you can only use the radio and travel to see the world. So you can't even see this. The photos, the magazines. So you can only hear this. You can choose a playlist if you want. Okay. You can go for rock and then you have. Okay. The calendar. You have your guides. You can always switch. Okay. You have your phone. Okay. Go out and see the world. Advance the main plot. The camera. Can't do nothing. Here I am living the dream. I rent a swanky office that screens professional photography. Okay, it's more like a shoebox with a desk, but I jazz it up with a second-hand lamp. I even splash out on ads in local newspaper, hipping my mad photography skills. But plot twist, it's been nearly a month and my mailbox is emptier than my fridge after pizza binge. Not a single letter, call or carry pigeon, crickets, tumbleweeds, nada. Maybe my genius free photo shoot for exposure pitch isn't the golden ticket I thought. Do people actually want like money for the time? Why is everyone so hung up on cash? My photos are basically fame in frame. Fame in frame. Exposure is the real currency, right? Let's be real, you can't waltz into grocery store and pay for your kale with exposure. Trust me, I've seen clients try to barter with good vibes, it flops. People need to get cash to for rent, not your artsy dreams, no matter how fabulous they are. I slept in my hair, feeling a deflated balloon at a birthday party. This old glamour photography gig is tougher than assembling furniture with missing instructions. How can I do this? I barely have money to pay my rent and no one answering my ads. So is this the music? No, this is not the music. This is the sound volume too. Okay. But just when I want to drown in self-pity, BAM! An all light bulb moment hits me like a rogue dodgeball. You need to shift your approach. Women won't just materialize at your door like a delivery order. Go out, network, find them in natural habitats, cafes, gallerias, anywhere but this dusty office. Build connections, show your charm and make things happen. Wait, what? So I just go find them? Like where? Are you serious? I'm saying get out of this chair and into the world. Stop waiting for Mars to knock on your door. Eat streets, mingle, make it happen already. Okay, I get. Time to take this show on the road. As I stroll around the local fair, my camera hangs comfortably around my neck, I keep thinking about my goal. I want to approach women and ask them to be photographed, hoping to capture their beauty and essence forever. The idea excites me, and I'd say it's time to put my plan into action. At first I approach a group of ladies who are enjoying a ride on Ferris wheel. Excuse me, I'm a photographer at the fair and I love to capture your fun moments in a unique way. Will you be interested? One of them looks at me skeptical and shakes their head. No thank you, we are just here to enjoy ourselves. I move on to the next group, this time near the game stalls. Hi there, I'm a photographer at fair and want to take pictures that show your true personality. How about it? One of them giggles and agrees while the others shake their heads and decline. I take out my camera and ask her to strike a pose, which she does enthusiastically, making a funny face that brings laughter to everyone around her. The road to snapping those artistic shots is a marathon, not a sprint. I can't just waltz up and ask, hey, fancy posing in your birthday suit? That's one-way ticket to a restraint order. My brain starts cooking up with all schemes. What if I say the photos are for medical magazine? Like super legit scientific study on human anatomy. Yeah, that could get them to drop the wardrobe without suspicion. But hold up, bad idea alert. That sounds like kind of a plan that lands me in hot water, or worse, explaining myself to very unimpressed cop. I'll pass on the shady vibes. I shake off that terrible idea and said to keep wandering the fair. I spill for a shot at capturing something totally epic. I'm starting out of left and right at this fair. My camera is practically sulking from the lack of action. Just as I'm about to call it quits, feeling like I flunked Glamour Photography 101, I spot a vision that spots me dead in my tracks, a breathtaking blonde blending down to pick something up. Her legs, oh man, they are like two sun-kissed like waves stretching to the horizon, smooth and endless, leading straight to Daydream City. My eyes are glued to her, totally betray my brain attempt to play it cool. She rocking these tiny denim shorts that hug the curves of her posterior like they were custom made by the gods fashion. Her red and white checkered shirt is buttoned up in the front, tied in a sassy knot just above her waist, giving off that perfect mix of casual and oh hello there. It accentuating her assets in a way that makes my camera jealous. It's not snapping already. I'm all lost in a fog of admiration. My inner monologue screams, is this allowed to be this perfect? I mean, those legs could stare in their own summer blockbuster. But then, like a hacker scratching my brain, I realize I'm staring like a creep at the county fair. Gotta pull it together, man. I inch closer, try to act like I'm just casually strolling, not to be noticed by the human equivalent of a sunset. But then she straightens up, spins around, and catches me gawking. I know her. That's Anna Moretti. I had a massive crush on her back in high school, and she always cracked up at my silly jokes. We lost touch over the years, but wow, she's still smoking hot. Her blue eyes narrow, and she grabs a plush unicorn from a nearby game booth, hurling it at me with the precision of a carnival pro. Hey, creep! Eyes up here, or the next one's a dart. The unicorn smacks me in square in the chest, and I fumble to catch it, my face burning hotter than a July barbecue. Whoa, whoa, hold there, it's me, Jake. Her scowl softens and those eyes widen with recognition. The noise melts into a grin that's brighter than the fair's neon lights. No way, Jake? Oh my gosh, I thought you were some random creep. How cool, I forgot you. You were always tossing out those goofy jokes in school that had me choking on my milk. Quilty as charged. So what's the deal with this stamp? Cooking up some killer lasagna? I still dream about your Aunt Juliana's masterpiece. Ha, I wish. Sadly, I didn't snag out Aunt Juliana's cooking magic. No worries, you totally inherit that Italian charm. Better than a plate of pasta any day. Oh, stop it. Hey, why did the Italian tomato blush at the fair? Because he saw the spaghetti and undressing. Hannah bursts out of laughter, shaking her hand, and sounds like a jackpot clanking on a slot machine. Cries avert, I'm back in the game. As Anna shouts away, my eyes betray me, drifting toward a perfect framed asset. Hey, Earth to Jake, you okay there? Something's catching your eye? But Anna stared me down, on one eyebrow cocked, like she's about to toss another blush unicorn at my head. Think fast, genius. Oh, I was just admiring your style. That shirt's giving serious rural lifestyle vibe, you know? Nice, safe, sleek. Is that a car? Looks like it cost more than my truck. Yeah, it was my dad's. A real vintage gem. Oh man, I heard about your dad. I'm so sorry, Jake. That must have been rough. My mind is still half stuck on her, imagining a tasteful, totally not creepy nude shot that will turn this day around. Gotta keep it together, Tom. Thanks, yeah, it's been tough. Random thought, would you ever consider posing for me, like for a photo shoot? Pose? For you? You're serious? Totally, I'm trying to build my portfolio, capture some real beauty. Sounds like a kind of fun. What's the page hot shot? Well, if I pitch the free for exposure line, she'll love me back to the arcade. Time to dip into my emergency saves, ask the jar of quarters on my bed. It's not a farm, but I can swing a modest fee. What do you say? Alright, I'm curious to see what you got. Let's do it. Awesome, I'll give you a call to set up a time. Deal is my number. Catch you later, Shutterbug. I start to walk away, eye on victory, when it hits me like a rogue tilt-a-whirl. I don't have a studio. My office is a glorified closet, and my apartment is a no-go unless pizza boss chic is the vibe. Then a stroke of genius strikes. Hey Anna, wait up. You still live out at the farm, right? Yep, still kicking with the cows and corn. What if we shot in your barn? I think rustic, raw, totally iconic. The barn? It's actually kinda cool. Yeah, channeling that farmer's daughter energy. All American, sunlit, hey Bill Glamour. Hi, you're such a dork. Fine, but these pics better be magazine worth, or I'm feeding you to chickens. Trust me, Anne, they'll be so good you'll be framed them. Deal? Alright. Let's finish about this new connection. Rushing things is a recipe for disaster. Trust me, I've seen it in session notes. Build a solid foundation with patience and charm, and you unlock a deeper bond when time's right. Got it, my friend. No rushing the vibe, just focus on snapping killer pics, keeping it friend, no sleazy stares or grabbing hands. It's gonna be thought holding back my enthusiasm. But if I'm going to be the greatest glamour photographer in the world, I gotta park my hormones and play the long game. Congratulations, you got the first model. Remember to call and using your phone on the desktop to arrange the photo shoot. So you have to go in here. It shows everything. It takes $50. My old school. She always cracks silly jokes. Favorite colors. So this like color talent. I'm not understanding. No, so it's dark blue that she just likes. It's kind of weird. Favorite colors? Hummus gives a lot. She likes so hummus and flirtation a little, but she doesn't like talent. Okay, use phone. The phone rings, cracking a bit before Anna's voice filters through, warm like a sunny afternoon. Hey Jake, I didn't expect you so soon. What's up? Hey Anna, thought we could plan that photo shoot. How's your barn this weekend? The barn? Oh yeah, Saturday afternoon could work. Also, remember when I will walk you back from school? Your dad? Hi, yeah, Papa Giulio, glaring at you. Madonna mia, this kid again, with that wooden spoon. Right, waving it like a gangster. We both love her and I remember, but she liked my jokes back then. Let's see if I can still do that. Hey, what do you call a chicken that tells jokes? Oh no, what? A comedian. Ah, that's so bad you're still at it, huh? Guilty. Okay, one more. What do you call date to farmer? Wait, don't tell me. The moves? You gotta nail it. Stop your ridiculous. Okay, Saturday go. Papa will be out yelling at chickens. Perfect. I'll bring the camera. You bring that farmer's out of charm. Sure. There's a moment of awkward silence in which neither of us speak. My spiritual guide intervenes. Don't just sit there, Jake. Say something heartfelt to connect with her. Open up about your emotions. A sincere confession could deepen your bond and impress her. I don't know why, but I tell her something I've been keeping myself until now. I know I had a crush. You know I had a crush on you. I still confess how much she helped your self-esteem. You can't save. That's interesting. Can you go back? You can go back. You can abuse of that. That's a thing that you can do on these type of games. Let's say crush. I took a crush. I confessed my crush on her. Oh, you don't say. You knew? Of course, silly. A woman knows. 3. Okay. Hummus are marriage. You can strengthen your relationship with each mall by picking the right shots. Doing photo shots are more. Every activity or choice boosts your relationship level. Some more than others, okay? Because the choice depends. As your relationship increases, you unlock hummus scenes, and if it reaches 100, you'll have the option to marry that model. So basically, if I try, let's see the order. Because only to test both things. You know, back in school, yeah, you were the one of who laughed at my jokes. It helped me a lot with my self-esteem. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Your jokes, yeah, made those dreary days bearable. You saved me from being the lonely clown. Oh, it increased a lot. So this is the best choice. 5. Okay, we are now this. Oh, Jake, that's sweet. I'm glad. Let's make this shoot fun, okay? Deal. No wooden spoons allowed. Though. I promise. Ciao for now. Hang up, goofy grip, plaster on my face. This shoot's gonna be a blast, and maybe a trip down memory lane too. The calendar. You have a scheduled photo shoot. You can see any planned photo shoot by looking at the calendar. Try it now. Oh, in here. Click on a scheduled photo shoot to see details. So it says the local location costs 0, other costs 5, and gives total 55. So does it show how much money we have? You can click on the camera to begin the photo shoot. Okay, there is the money. You can click on the camera to begin the photo shoot, advancing the time to the photo shoot day if needed. But can we go outside? Or they want us to press in here? Maybe if you are stuck, to advance some time in the calendar. Okay. So basically, you need to do this. Random events might trigger before the date. But, so we are in this day, right? But you can't go in here. You can only go in here to see what you have planned. Because you press in here, try advance sometime in the calendar screen. But those are two, because they want us to do this, okay. The Barnes Rusty charm is in full swing, which bales tackle like nature own bleachers and golden light streaming through the cracks. Anna sprawl out of the straw, hawking a coffee green pajama, said that about the sexiest sack of potatoes. Perfect for the farmer's out vibing I peach. I grip my camera turn to keep this profession, my inner horn dog on a tight leash. Alright Anna, channel your inner hay bale princess. Work that I just milk a cow and love with energy. She strikes a playful pause, laughing back with a grin, and I step a few shots, keeping my eye on the lens. My mind's chanting, Fox, you are an artist, not a perv. I'm pulling off farmer's outer look, should I toss some manure for extra flair? Now you're golden. Thought if you start moving, I might charge you rent for the barn. How about a twirl? Show off that rustic chic. Okay. How is this? Oh, okay. So the more that you do this, right, you get more points. Right, or where is the points in here? There you go. She spins the pajamas flirt. I managed a laugh, snapping away. So far so good, my son is rolling like a champ. But doesn't have a tutorial to explain how that works. They need to put that. Maybe I can be the classy photographer I dream of. You know, these kinda tame. How about we spice it up? I've got a sexy pajama set in my bag. More lace, less farmhand. What do you think? She emerged in a slinky white number, all lace and curves, lounging back on the A like a pin-up poster come to life. My palms are start sweating, my camera trembling in my hands. That was one true punch to my self-control. I'm teetering on the edge of a full-on drool fest. Wow, Anna, that's a bold choice. Let's get some shots. My brain screaming, abort the mission. Our motors engaged as I fumble with the fox. This is harder than wrestling a greasy pig at the county fair. Focus, Jake. Picture your old high school principal in a bikini, wrinkles and all. Let that mental image dose your urge like a cold water on a hot stove. Stay professional. Okay, deep breaths. I'm back, let's make some art. And ignore my sweaty panic. I just launched, forcing my mind to the ugly image my guide Kojura managed a shaky grin. This shot gonna be the test of willpower, but I'm determined to nail it. Figuratively, of course. Okay, let me only time to see where it's the best to do. Okay, see it. Try to see more. Sometimes we need to do this. Damn. The photo warms up and Anna slips back into her regular clothes, brushing hair off her jeans with a grin. The barn's quiet now, just the faint scent of straw and the golden glow of the setting sun. We sat with some small talk, leaning against the hay bale. Man, that was funnier than I expected. Remember when we used to sneak apples from old Mr. Anderson tree after school? Oh yeah, you always dared me to climb. I end up with more scratches than apples. Good times. I catch myself staring at a little too long, my heart doing a goofy flip. She's even more amazing now, and those laughs from back then echo in my head. Maybe should I ask her out? A date just two of us? Before I can muster the courage, a car rumbles up outside, horn blaring like an impatient bull. The door swings up and out steps Shad, the freaking Larson. High school football star and the guy who used to flatten me on the field like I was tackling dummy. Oh shoot, that's Shad, I better run, he's super jealous, don't mention the photo shoot, okay? Sure, but... Oh, and that small payment you promised before I go? I fumble in my wallet, pulling out the cash and hand it over, my mind racing. She tucks it to her pocket with a quick smile. Thanks, catch you later. She does so, flipping into Shad's arm with a kiss that feels like a punch to my gut. They drive off, and I stand there, heart sinking like a stone in a well. It stings, I know, but this is a chance to refocus. There are other connections out there, don't let one rejection define your frame. Move forward with purpose. They were sinking and somehow the weight lifts. I'm not sad anymore, just ready to roll. I grab my camera gear and head back to the studio, the old film rattling in its canister. Time to develop these shots the old school way with some chemicals and a dark room dance. You can now try to sell your photos by going into the photo section, okay, in here, on desk first. But first take a look at the magazine, okay. So they want us first to do this. Okay, trending. What a lucky match. Rustic. It's a trending this month and the photos you just look of and fit it perfectly. So current trends every month. Trends change every month. The simple times. First is it enough, it's refined and supplies clinic chic. Trend type unique. Unique trends demand right combination of location model to be fully realized, but give a bonus than regular trends. Fashion trend, none. Outfits, bonus apply dependent. So you don't do nothing. Selling photos. Now you click on the photos and find out how much money you can make by selling the picture of others you just took. Okay, this is 67. Okay, of course this is more. Quality masterpiece. Okay. Increasing fame. Sell photos helps your model to grow. For every 5 sales, that model probably gets a bump, okay? Expect small gains for now. Major popularity spikes are tied to key story milestones, okay? And you sell. Advanced it store. Later you'll be able to organize your own photo shoots whenever you like, but when you see interrogation symbol on the door, it means you can advance the main story, discover new models, etc. Okay, so later you're gonna be able to organize your photo shoots when you want. But when you see that interrogation point on the door means you can advance the main story, discovering new models. But doesn't appear interrogation point. It was an arrow. I must sell both honors during the week following the photo shoot. One to a shady trench coat guy who paid in a crumple of 20s, but is talking about art and vanished like smoke. The other to an old lady in orthopedic shoes who called over Arne's green pajamas and begged me to find out the exact same set. Oh, but cash is cash. Small profit, but the rent 200 in around 2 weeks, and my wallet is holding. Okay. Next month I'm toast if I can't find more models. Damn, I need to find better paying customers. I punched the table with feast, frustrating, letting go. Big magazines or rich people wanting to part with their money. Diversity of your portfolio, Jake. One model is a risk investment. Spread the risk, spread the beauty. I know to myself after listening to the pearls of wisdom of my spiritual guide. That's right, first I need to get more models. Anne is lovely, but I can't keep asking her to pose for me over and over. Also, because of the risk of stumbling into that chat guy, is getting higher and higher. I would like to keep my camera intact and not smashed by that gorilla-like guy. I sat and I spent next hour thinking about who I could ask this stuff. I saw me to one at the fair. I think about my other schoolmates or friends I had, but none come to my mind. They are not pretty as Anne and not as extrovert, to say the least. And every time my gaze goes into next month's rant, the month like a cent on my head. Fuck. But I'm getting nowhere. I need to go out. Time to drown the panic. I ride to the next town and check into Velvet Vortex, a neon-lit club pulsing with bass. The air is thick with smoke, ship perfume, and the kind of bass that vibrates in your chest, rattling your teeth. Our cheapest whiskey and slide toward the edge of roaring crowd that circles the main pole, seeking the dark comfort of the wall. A stunning black girl commands the crowd, barefoot in a skimpy lavender leotard trimmed in a gold and sheer black tights and that shimmer under the strobes. She owns the stage. The tiny black skirt flashes with every spin, revealing toned legs, flexing arched high toes pointed like a ballerina mid-flight. I'm hypnotized by the motion, the play of light on sweat glistening skin, the way the tights cling to every muscle as she effortlessly defies gravity. She executes a flawless invert, hanging upside down, and her green eyes sparking suddenly locking it onto mine. She doesn't look away, instead she holds the gaze with calculated intensity. She isn't just baking in the test, she's studying me, scanning my face, my clothes, the way I'm framing her in my mind. It feels like a dream conduct in sound. She sees the way I'm not just leering, but look at the lines of her body like a puzzle. After a heartbeat, something in her expression clicks. The silent yes to a question I haven't even asked yet. She holds the gaze, one hand tracing a line down her thigh, then she bends down close to the floor with a teasing, knowing grin. Enjoy the view, Monty? More than I should, maybe. She pushed off the floor, flipping upright in one smooth motion. The crowd erupts, stomping and cheering. She takes a breath, eyes still on me, a bit of sweat tracing a path near her ear. Don't see your type around here much. You got an intense stare, like you are trying to figure out the angles. I guess that's a habit. I shook the rest of my whiskey like a shot of courage, but the burn a welcome distraction. A habit of what? Making dancers nervous? Guilty, professional hazard. I tend to look for the perfect light, the perfect moment. I'm a photographer. Her green windows no longer just easy but sharp interest. Really? Well, we need to talk backstage after my set. She blows me a quick dramatic kiss, then spins back to the pole, leaving me with a suddenly empty glass and a pounding heart. 10 minutes later, I'm behind the velvet curtain, the roar of crowd muffled but still shaking the floorboards. The air back here is still unstale, smelling of old leather and sweat. She's stalling off, her lavender leotard damp, sheer back black lights rolled down, bunched around her ankles. Come on in, the name's Brooke. Jake, and that was a hell of a show. Thanks pays the rent, which speaking of, I saw you nursing that cheap whiskey. Looks like you're having one of those nights. You read me right. Hand's killing me, so I'm here to drown my sorrows. A little escapism. Been there, Lisa, about the professional hazard of yours. I'm hitting a new circuit, trying to move up. I need some killer portfolio shots, something glossy, eye contact, something that screams art, not amateur hour. She tossed the towel onto a worn vinyl couch and expression serious. Look, you seem like you know the light. I need some killer portfolio shots, something high fashion, but not some greasy snapshot. I got three other photogs who want the job too. So tell me, why should I hire the drunk guy from the cheap seats? Can save. Oops, time to impress her. Because the drunk guy from the cheap seats sees what they miss. He sees the gold, the moment. I got the studio set up. We could meet tomorrow. I'll make you look like you own the decade. I'm already thinking about the lighting rigs and shouts. The rent cries momentarily forgotten, replaced by a new shining cries. Late morning. We can grab a dinner breakfast first. I'll make up my mind over lukewarm coffee. Late morning it is. Killer, but first. She flops onto the couch, groaning dramatically, props her bare soles right on coffee table. They look like they just fought a small war. My feet are screaming at me. Forwards in these things, brutal. Arch-eyed, the skin is warm and slightly damp under the harsh utility bulb. I kneel without a sack, and in a desperate act of pure self-preservation disguised as kindness. Dancers girls, you need a bro, that's me. Pro photographer and pro masseur. Be my guest, I see what you got. Well, Jake, immediate physical empathy. You bypass the small talk and gone straight to emotional connection. That's fantastic progress. I curl her left foot soft to heel, firm ball, long, elegant toes. I press my thumbs into the arch. She lets out a long, quiet sigh, eyes fluttering shut. Sweat slick skin slides under my palms, carrying the faint scent of cocoa butter and club smoke. Each toe flags long and elegant as I roll each hand between my fingers. She moaned softly when I worked the tan spot beneath her big toe. The black tights still bunched like silk, cuffs at her ankles. Gorgeous but brutal. This is the real price of that elegance. Tell me about it. Keep going. You really do have magic hands. Minutes melt away. Her breath is lost. The foot in my grip relaxes completely. I trace the curve from the heel to the metatarsal, gentle but firm, working out the tension. She opens one eye, a slow deliberate move, and smiles. Okay, photographer, I think you just won the job. Finally, she pulls a napkin from a nearby stack and scribbles a number in thick purple ink, the classic 80s gel pen type. Can't be before noon, don't be late, and definitely bring that touch to the shot. She slips her feet into impossible sky-high heels, gives me a dazzling wink, and disappears through the fire exit door, leaving the smell of ship perfume and promise behind her. I pocket numb, the purple ink smudging slightly on my palm. The heart is racing, and suddenly my red probe is very last thing on my mind. Brooke, you know the drill. Call Brooke on the phone to set up photo shoot. These are custom scenes for now, but later in the game you'll be able to sketch photo shoot direct from the calendar. So you can't go outside? Okay, so red and purple, but this gives 2 points. The other didn't give, but this I'll give. Okay, 70? Come on. Hello? Hi, it's me, Jake. They ask a lot. It's 50 to noon. You say before noon, I'm technically early, by negative 15 minutes. Yeah, whatever, Einstein. Last night I may have celebrated with one too many whiskeys. I'll forgive you this time only because I still feel those magic thumbs. Don't push it. Hey, my massages are unforgettable, like a bad tattoo. Now let's talk with this Shutterbug. Well, stay to the point. Huh? This girl, she's really different from Anna. I'm not a charity case, so I won't call her cash. 100 bucks fair? Oops, my very phrase. I thought portfolio free, wallet panic. Panic. Dead air, Brooke taps her foot, I can hear it through the phone. Jake, remember our sessions? Channel that inner confidence, show her you got the balls to uncle. Or enjoy your cardbox penthouse next month. Spire store, time to convince her to lower the price. Oh no, now is the choice? Pretend to be faithful, tell her that she should be the one paying. No. That's stupid, right? Broke, baby, I'm broke. Booked solid. Broke Fireboy, the works. On Benjamin? That's my coffee budget for a slow Tuesday. Yes, you just told me you always broke. That was the artisanal whiskey talking. It makes me philosophical poor, not financial poor. Huge difference. Right, and I'm flying Paris next time. Try again, not shot. What? I need to say that she needs to pay? Isn't that... Is that can it be bad? Oh, opinions are just a flow chart. You are the one who needs the portfolio. Okay, okay. Not the other way. Models pay me, darling. Oh, really? Last I checked, the one who make Zhao drops are cash registering. I'm the one who get those dropped Zhao's printed magazines. Supply and demand, sweetheart. I supply the magic. You must have still been sampling that Arzal whiskey last night. I told you I had at least 3 other photographs ready to pay me to model for them. I'm the asset photographer. Okay, this is the best. I understand because she needs the portfolio. Still, I appreciate someone willing to negotiate. Shows you got character. All the others were ready to do anything for me. Makes me think that maybe you are the right one, but you need to come up with a better offer. Okay, 50 bucks and I throw in a frame 8 to 10. Glass of your best bowl split, free of charge. Make it 60 and you massage my other foot after the shot, full service. You can call it other pay for those thumbs. Deal, my thumbs are fully insured for this kind of intense labor. So, about the shoot, I want to be outdoor, me running in a park. Running? Oh, I thought you want something more, moody, more velvet vortex. I'll bring a spicy outfit too, don't worry, but I don't want to show everything to the public too soon. Need to keep the best stuff for later, right? But build the mystique. I see playing the long game. That actually makes smart business sense. Exactly. We need to do in the morning since I work in the evening. Next Wednesday, the 20th of May. Let me see. I wish for a napkin with a number. Pretend it's my leather bound appointment book. Stop pretending to look if you have space for me in your imaginary agenda full of photo shoots with imaginary models. Oops, but alright, yeah. Wednesday at 10 am. I'm wide open just for you. Sounds good, Jake. Don't be late. I click and she hangs up. Determined, sharp and annoying, insightful. She quite an interesting woman. She said that she'll bring Spicy out for running a public park. Now I'm seriously intrigued and save 40 bucks. You can't do. So you see in here. We meet at public park in town. She's already waiting for me with a very sexy sporty outfit. The spicy outfit she measured in a racerback crop top, tight eye contrast teal and white, and a pair of impossible short grey athletic shorts with white piping. She's wearing simple white sneakers and a matching sweatband on one wrist. It's early 80 fitness chic, effacing every muscle from her shoulders down to her calves. The park is full of soft, dumpling morning light, which captures the faint sheen of cocoa butter on her arms. I set my car back down near a bench, feeling instantly underdressed in my crumpled t-shirt. Brooke, good morning, you already warming up, I see. She bounced light on the balls of her feet, radiant energy. Morning, Jake, I didn't want to waste the good light, I'm ready to move. So tell me when you want me to start running. Hold on, we have to discuss the angle first, and maybe, stretch a little. Stretch is for materials like made some magazine magic before this place gets swamped with yuppies walking poodles. Alright, let's see. Okay, let me see the purple that she... No, so there is these ones that are bad. This gives 20. This gives more, okay. Uh, the hatch doesn't appear. There you go. So, you did your magic? Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied. I think the picture will turn out great. Plenty of dynamic motion. Great is not enough. I want them to be amazing. Now for the main event. You goes near a thick rhododendron bush where she has a bag and begins to undress. Whoa, what are you doing? Brooke, this is a public park. I told you to come with a spicy outfit, didn't I? But I thought spicy outfit was this one, not the shorts were part of an invitation. This one? Haha, this is my visiting the dentist attire. Nowhere near as spicy as this. Wait. She disappears tied to the bush, and I quickly turn around, pretend the scenic vista of Matna's shed is the most interesting thing in the world. Luckily, no one is around, and she's really quick at changing, way too quick. When she comes out, I almost have a heart attack. Okay, spicy outfit isn't a real an outfit. It's two bright colored triangles and a matching tongue barely held together by optimism. The fabric, a patchwork of neon pink, navy, and white, seems to defy the laws of physics, covering all the absolute minimum required to avoid the public industry charge. It's less running in the park and more running from the cops. Well, are you ready for next session, or did I break your camera? My brain is like froze. I mean, she's a dancer in a nightclub, so she's used to wear sexy outfits, but seeing her like this in the full daylight, where shadows are doing any heavy lifting, is like staring direct at the sun. Brooke's body is breathtaking, but she's going to be pissed at you if you stand still. Remember your life mission, you need to pay your rent. Yes, you need to pay our rent. I clear my throat, adjust imaginary glass on my face, my hands are shaking. Are you having a feet shake? No. I was just checking the perfect light for the shot. The angle of the sun off your shoulders is crucial. There, her in that position. I'm going to weakly get behind the camera, ready to do my best to make her body just. Suddenly, I have an idea. Brooke, why don't you take your shoes off? Here? But the terrain is dirty and there are probably cigarette butts and broken glass. You don't need to run for real, just pretend to do it. It adds artistry. It ties into the natural theme. Alright, I know quite a few of you guys are fond of fit stuff and it might help me gain more popularity, so I'll do that for my public. Yay, this genius. Brooke chuckles at my enthusiasm as she slips off her white sneakers. Her beautiful feet shine under the sunlight, arched array sprung into an elegant pose. Shut up and do your job, photographer. Jesus. I'm helping you. You talk like that. Jesus Christ. Try to find, but it's hard to find something. Because sometimes doesn't appear nothing together. It's like, there is nothing for me. No, that's a negative. So they are saying that I need to do that. Because doesn't have more. Dude, I don't see any. Oh. Damn it, I think it didn't work. I think it wasn't in time. There we go. The session ends. Brooke suddenly turns her head, looking past my car toward the distant silhouette of the whole town church. Her eyes fix on the tower's clock face, and her beautiful green eyes go wide with genuine panic. Holy moly, look at the time, I'm going to be late. She bolts toward the thicket where her bag is stashed and starts pulling on her work clothes with alarming speed. I need to go to club now, but I'll get in touch to schedule a time to review the photos. Sure, but hold on. The feet massage? Ah, damn, no time. My schedule is tighter than those shorts were. Maybe later, okay? Talk to you soon. See you. Maybe you could. Last words is lost to the sound of her running footsteps fading into the distance. She's gone. Well, that was anticlimactic. Was this real? Was this real? Did I just spend an hour sweating in a public park with a near-naked dancer? I turn around, I see some other people walking, I keep playing catch with a dog. A few ducks glide serially across the pond nearby. One of them, a male mallard, seems to tilt its head and look different at me with a knowing, judgmental stare. I resist urge to shout at the duck. I have no time to waste, I need to go back home and see how the photos turn out. Okay, model popularity. By going into the photo screen, you'll notice how Brooke higher populate gives an increased value to them. Remember that models popularity can increase over time though. Selling or wait. You can sell both photos right away just like you did with Fana, but it might be wise to wait. A fashion insider measured that a new trend coming next month could make those pictures more valuable. Oh, okay. So, but how you can increase this? The master period, or is this the max that exists? Finance. You can check your finance include project expense in documentary screen. Try it now. Finance and upgrades. Okay, of course it will exist upgrades. So maybe the quality is coming from the camera lens, the setup. Okay. Besides seeing your current financial situation, the project cash at end month. In this screen you can also buy upgrades from there. For now they are too expensive, but as you become better, for 12 they'll be affordable. Okay, net balance, we're gonna get this money only. Advanced time, sometimes you are done for the month. You can use the calendar screen to try it now. New budget period. On screen, use the end month now. Ah, okay, so only now that you can do. See the current trend? This month trend isn't as specific as the rustic one. So what really matters is that the location fits the theme regardless of model. Remember, Brook photos you didn't sell? Go take a look, their value has gone up because the public park setting matched the trend. Boy, because doesn't have a model that needs a type of model, but it appears that they want a public park or corporate office. Okay. So fashion trend 2 is a bikini. But the thrill line was leather jackets, danger looks. Okay. So you go in here and you see that increase. End of tutorial. This was tutorial, but they don't explain though that you need to do a free line or for whatever, how much you can. They don't explain how it works. Like, oh, it's better to do with what the girl likes or not what in the other side it does. They don't explain that. That minigame should explain how it is, right? Those, even it's easy to understand why there is one side that is gives certain points and others too. What is the difference between those? What are you ready to go out and become the best glamour photo in the world? So, but now it's only this because it's each month as a trend. I don't want to go right now, maybe later. Maybe if you're stuck, I advance some time in screen. Okay, go next day. I managed to sell Brooke quickly. The fact that she's currently talked to the club circuit with the Apple. I step out of my office holding her prints when she suddenly appeared before me, dressed in an elegant white gown that perfectly highlights her curves. She looks like a panther and she is clearly not happy. Oh, you saw my pictures? I'm a photographer, Brooke. That's kind of business model. That wasn't our agreement. We agreed on $60 and a foot massage. Oh, so you are for the foot massage. We can go. No, I'm here because you saw my picture without my permission. I still remember our negotiation covered full service, which I assume include professional print fees. Don't play dumb. Suddenly I have a epiphany and ask her, wait, how do you know I sold them? How do I know you sold them? Two of my biggest fans showed me your prints after the last show. Oh, that's why they were excited to buy them. That's great. What do you think? The question got her mid-fury. She paused, composed herself, running out through her short, stylish hair. Angry, composure briefly fractures. Well, I thought you were just some desperate con-arts trying to pay $60 just to stare at me in skimpy outfits. Well, that's part of the job, I think silently, but fuck Jake, listen to her. But you're actually good photography, the pose, the light, the way you caught my feet, very, very good. I told you. I see the match. If you want to do more shots, no, I'm still extremely angry at you. You should have told me that you were going to resell my photos for profit. But I paid you. And so what? You have the right to print 500 copies of me and sell them to every weirdo in the area? No, definitely not 500 copies. That will take too much fixer. Don't play chicken now. You need to stand up for her hunger and show her you are a strong man. Set the boundary. I only sold two, Brooke, and besides you say they were your fans. These advertising told me you want to raise your popularity, remember? Is that what you wanted, no? She crossed her arms, still pissed, but there is a slow burn of satisfaction in her green eyes as she speaks again. Yeah, those true fans were very happy, and they showed them around to their friends, and now two more clubs want to book me. See, instant popularity boost, you should be paying me extra. You always find a way to turn things in your favor, don't you? I love awkwardly rubbing the back of my head with one hand and holding out her promised prints with the other. Do you want this picture or not? They are yours. You bet, they're absolutely mine. She grabs the stack of prints and jumps them into her bag, then seems to suddenly call off. Her fight completely drained. Well, see you around then. Don't sell anymore without talking to me first. You hear? You don't want to book another session right now? No, I'm still pissed, but you are good. I'll give you that. You definitely got that tangled thing now. I'll be in touch again. She walks away at her usual fast, purposeful pace, leaving me stand there next to my tiny closet office. At first I'm about when I realized she went from absolute rage to maybe we'll see again. It's a big she'll call. Now though, I need to find another mall since the rent won't pay for itself. Okay, need to go next day. Maybe you need to call someone. Is busy. Look for a small icon next to their name. If animal is able to talk, okay. Like that we know when you can talk, okay. As I stretch my legs, we stroll through the town, and from a distance I spot a family blonde flashing a green and waving my way, Anna. I pick up my pace, I greet her with a nod, she pulls me to a warm, enthusiastic hug that catches me off guard. Hey Anna, guess what? I'm entering a beauty contest. No kidding. Yep, Miss Barn. Miss Barn? Wait, is that even a real thing? Apparently so, I get this price is $500. Oh, that's all. You got these in the bag, I bet. Thanks, honestly I think it's your fault that gave me the push to finally jump into one of these contests. My mind starts spinning out of nowhere, my little guy materialized before me, voicing echo in my head. This is your moment, Jack. Seize the opportunity to better confidence in your career. Strike while the iron is hot. Jack, you okay? You zoned out there. Oh, sorry. As I brainstorm, how about we shoot more pics at the barn? More pictures? Yeah, but maybe something a bit more revealing this time. Oh, is this your secret plan to finally see me in lingerie? You busted me. Any second now, she's gonna slap me silly or call her boyfriend to flat me like a pancake. Alright. Yeah, I figure it might be an edge to snag that prize. Yeah, totally. Smart move. You are crafty and I remember. She's only seeing the surface, Jake. Now is your chance to reveal the real show. Reveal you. Show her your talent and heart. Okay, I need to save. And you are more daring than I remember. You haven't been paying attention. No, daring. This reached to 10. Let's see the other. This is how you play these games. It's like that. That one went to 10. This doesn't reach. Okay. Like that we know. I knew it was the other. It was easy. I blink, startled by her boldness. She smirks and leans closer. Oh, you have no idea. I was to sunbath neck around that big hawk, you know, the one right by Anders' fence. Whoa, you are a wild one. Wait, the same Anderson we stole apples from? Yep, one day his son called me next morning. My son shows up with a crate of apples. I'm polite, please never do that again. Been getting free apples every season since. That's legendary. Anyway, thanks for the idea. Cool actually win me the prize. So burn in 2 days, and zip it, okay? Especially to shy gets jealous over nothing. Nothing, huh? You are about to pose luxury for me, but sure. My lips are sealed. Oh, and this time I expect higher compensation. Higher? I'm literally helping you. Seriously, you're going to see me sex lingerie and you expect not to pay more? Hey, it's tasteful photography. Like the last tasteful set you totally didn't try to sell. Alright. How about 75 bucks? Make it 100. For 75 I'll throw in free lunch. Remember you could win the $500 prize thanks to my skills. You're tough negotiate. Alright, deal. I expect dessert too. I reach my hand, she shakes it off, her skin is soft, too soft. It kind of short-circuits my brain for a second. I've been around her for a lot, but never actually touched her. It's nice. Then she lets go and the warmth will vanish instantly. See you, boss man. As she goes, as I think again at the rent at the money I'll have to pay her. But potentially those pictures could be worth much more. It's a high risk, but I'm willing to take it. Okay. We have Brooke. Okay, when it appears like that. The phone rings late that afternoon. I snatch up our first ring, inspect the landlady. Hello? Jake speaking. Hello, Jake, it's Brooke. Oh, Brooke, whoa, nice to hear you again. Whoa, she acts calm on me? This is unexpected. I'm not wasting this chance. No time for small talk. So, what about another photo shoot? I have in mind this amazing abandoned warehouse for something really moody. Hold your horse, Outshot. I only call because I want to tell you about the photo shoot you saw without asking me first. Oh no, not this again. What a catastrophe have I caused this time. Long story short, one of my eyes showed the photo, barefoot running one to a very famous entrepreneur who owns the biggest adult entertainment club in the area. And see, told you, he's advertised, you owe me a finder's fee. You stop talking on the other end, and then loud, genuine laugh boom struck the receiver. That is the exact idiotic reaction I was prepared from you, Jake. Well, you were so angry at me last time. I figure I'll try enthusiasm this time. Look, you don't know me, you only know the girl on the pole. Where I came from, I had to fight my entire life just to be seen. Do you understand that kind of pressure? Oh, that sounds heavy. My parents don't talk to me anymore since I started this career. I was hoping to make a success of it, to prove them wrong. She trails off the sudden weight of her confession hanging in the air. I see. Sorry, I didn't know the story. It's okay, most of you don't know what's behind us. Dancers, I mean. They only come to stare at our bodies. Not exclusively. Which is fine, I won't be doing it if I didn't like people staring at me. The rush is incredible. That's spirit, give the audience what they want. But I was saying, people don't know what's behind the mask, we have bad days like everyone else, but we must still smile and look flawless, even when our feet are bleeding. She's opening up with you, Jake. This is gold. She's trusting you with her vulnerable. Don't waste this opportunity by making it about sex. I understand it takes real courage to do what you do, seriously. Comfort her? I need to save. I think it's better to be comfort or share something intimate too. Share? I started to blow up the cord of my own messy life. I know what it's like chase the dream. I found my first camera, my current camera actually, in my father's dust old attic box. He was a great man and his biggest dream was to become a famous photographer, shooting for the big magazines. He had this old binder of ideas. Sadly, he passed away very young, before he could ever make the leap. Now I figure every photo I take, every magazine I aim for, it's all me fulfilling his dream. It's go to 10. And I think this is the best one. But let's see the other. Lisa bro, don't worry about proving anything to anyone, especially not people who deserve you. You got talent fire. I'm your photographer, I'll do my best to give you fame you deserve. I'll make sure those parents of yours see you are every boy in town. How you really think you can do that? You sound like a low budget movie producer. Maybe but I'm a low budget movie producer with a full tank of ambition, access to the dark room. I'm going to make you a star. Yeah, the other was better because you share something that nobody knows about you. Only feet. I like everything about a woman, but I can tell her that it will ruin the mood. That's quite just professional sideline. The dream is main focus. So anyways, about the case, the famous adult club entrepreneur I mentioned, he offered me a spot of promotion, I'm taking it. Book popularity has increased by 5, current popularity is 20, emergent talent. Her pay is now 80. I'm mainly on a short holiday now to celebrate, but when I come back, I would like to meet you again. Serious, even after all my accidental photo sales? Yes, my fans demand more of your picture and I don't want to disappoint them. Indeed, we must keep the fans happy and well informed about your current levels of popularity. See you, Jake. Don't sell any more of my unauthorized prints while I'm gone. Have a good time, Brooke. Relax and recharge. And the call, the dial tone hums softly in a quiet apartment. So I feel closer to Brooke. She's a strong woman, sometimes harsh, always demand. But now that I know her story, she's incredibly brave and driven. It feels good to be a part of her inner circle, even just a circle of people who know her father hates her career. We don't have nothing. Okay, advance. Nothing. Nothing happens. Begin the photo shoot. I roll up to Anna's farm just as the sun dipping low, painting the sky like a bright orange creamsicle. Lightning, chef's kiss, this is gonna be gold. My honor, how do I keep my cool when she... Anna, you win. I submit sense dust the air off barn so I feel a lot warm. There she is, logging in the hail like it's against stool set and not a drafty old building. She's wearing these tiny daring cut-offs and copper pattern top that leaves very little of imagination. The way of light filters through the wooden slats, catching the gold in her hair, tracing the curve of her legs. It's effortless. Whoa, okay, I think the lighting here just improved by 1000%. Just swing by soon, we got to hustle. Great, already sweating bulls, and now there's a ticking clock. Whoa, you can't rush a masterpiece, art is mood. Carpe diem, Jake. The Romans didn't seize the day by dragging their feet. Grab this moment before it's gone. Alright, all that post, the lights, perfect outfit, very perfect talent. You are perfect. She giggles and I follow me with my camera like it's my first day on the job. Okay. Damn. Where it is something too much. This? The shots are gonna blow Miss Barn out of the water. You are basically grounded already. Can we take a few more pieces? You know, just to be safe. Sure, keep the melancholy expression very sexy. Also not saying not to spend more time here. Purely for professional reasons, of course. Very serious, definitely artistic. Definitely not because she looks like an walking sculpture. Hurry up, Chef could roll in any second. The mental image of Chef smashing my car over my skull is the cold shower I need. Fox, Jake, Fox. Because model's favorite color increase. But nothing increase. Because this doesn't decrease. It's weird how it works. No, I don't see. Damn it, I think it wasn't good. And I didn't save close. That's why you need to save always. But I would like to increase this technique to progress how it is. I'm blind. How I didn't saw that. No, this doesn't work. Huh? There is nothing. So it like sometimes scared miss. Yeah, but this doesn't decrease nothing. Yeah, this is gonna be poorly. Again, I forgot to save near. Need to save it near. There we go. Okay, saving this one. But maybe this still doesn't decrease because you need a better camera? Maybe. Robert sure grinning like just one blood member of the last shutter click is still echoing in the rafters as Anna starts casually gathering her things. Trust me, Anna, with those photos you aren't just entering the Miss Bar competition, you are ending it. Everyone else might as well stay home. You think so? Thank you, Jake. It helps hearing that from you. By the way, I went to it at Philip yesterday with my dad. You two are still close, right? Oh, definitely, especially now that I've started my photography career. He keeps insisting that he needs to come along as a consultant of aesthetic magnificence to give me expert advice on posing and lighting. Though I'm not letting him anywhere near a professional set, he'll probably trip over a light and stand and take out our structural beam. Good, I mean, he's a sweet boy, really, but he's Filippo. Remember in high school he was so shy he practically turned invisible if a girl looked at him. Now he's out here wearing unbuttoned shirts and acting like he's the ultimate Italian playboy. I know, he tried to serenade the table while bringing out the antipast. He nearly dropped a plate of bruschetta down my blouse while trying to wink at me. It was a lot. He got the spirit of a Casanova and the coronation of a newborn giraffe. Bless his heart, but he's definitely not one-man wrecking crew when he tries to be smooth. We both shared the love, tension of the shot, melting into that old, easy friendship until the sound of tires crunched violent on the gravel outside. Hide, no, hide, but... He showed me to a pile and fires like a magic trick, just as Chad struts in. Hey babe, missed you. You are early. Couldn't stay away, babe. Baby this, baby that. Just got the vocabulary of cereal box. Who's car that out front? Oh, just one papa's buddy. Cool. Ha, sucker. There's just an eyeful of your girlfriend's everything. Suck it, Chad. Let's roll, I'm starving. They head out and Anna sneaks a quick glance back, winking at me. I scrub out of the sprint to my car and peel out like a copy chase. What does she see in that meathead? I'll never get, but those photos gonna be framed in my brain forever. Nearby event, there's a gaming convention coming up in nearby seat next month. I should have checked it out. Note, use the client to advance time. In here there is no barn. Motion mode, from motorbikes to movie stars, is it a bikini? No. Yeah, they aren't good. They said to advance to next month. No, because you want to do each day. I think it's the best thing to do. Because you never know if it appears here someone that has a phone to call. Nothing can't go. When you can go, it's as an arrow. Nothing. Also, happen nothing during this month. Message for a new model leads me to Springfield Comic Con, which is just a fancy name for a swap meet in a sweating high school gymnasium. There smells like old floor wax, sweat and cheap plastic. My still light and my hand is still do. I need them all fast. This place is full of people in costume. How hard can it be? I get in countryside to spot two girls in matching blue wigs. And well, not much else. Not they are wearing skimpy bunny outfits and holding a stuffed pig. Perfect. Excuse me, ladies. I'm a fresh photographer, and I have to say your craftsmanship is awesome. I love to. Send a guy built like a refrigerator, wearing only a lawn cloth, steps in front of me. Scram creep, they are with me. I was just appreciate the fine handcraft here. Craft these. He makes a feast. I scram back inside. This whole trip was worth it. It's just sea of sweaty nerds and angry boyfriends. I'm aiming for eggs when I pass a classroom. A small crowd is watching a panel. The air conditioning is actually working in here. A woman with long black hair, wearing a sleek dark green futuristic suit, is standing next to a projector screen. Then writing sign on door says, "Calendar, all video games will shape fun costuming in the future." She's correct, but most of the adults look like they are just here to rest their feet. She finishes her talk, and then to demonstrate flexibility, she grins. And of course, sometimes you have to strike a memorable pose. She gracefully drops onto the floor barefoot and bends over in a pose that defies both gravity and my understanding of the human spine. Her feet are perfect arched right near her head. The first all three of them go crazy, flash pop, blinding me. A fumble of my own kind, trying to find an angle. I just jostled by a guy with a camera lens size of a coffee can. The lighting is there, but just one harsh overhead fluorescent bar. My shots are going to be grainy and awful. So I thought the girl, Carol's eyes lock onto mine. She's still in that impossible pose, but she winks. A solidarity wink just for me. My brain, which had a short circuit from both suddenly reboots. That green suit, the white peeping. My god, I know that outfit. It's home with the big class navigator from the 1980s RPG Planet Pixel by Retro Wolves. I played that on my buddy Papal 2 until the floppy disk melted. A niche game, a hidden gem. After the part, the tiny crowd shuffles out. She's packing her bag when I walk up, heart pounding. Excuse me, great part, but I just have to ask. Hami from Planet Pixel, level 4 navigator suite. She drops her bag, her jaw eats the floor. No way, you actually know Planet Pixel? I thought I was the only one. Did you find the plasma rifle in the Delta Quadrant? It's behind the waterfall in caves, but only if you have the blue key. I can't believe it, you are the first person who ever recognized this. It's my favorite. She beams a genuinely excited smile that right then all the bad fluorescent lighting combined. Yeah, although once you discover the speed sheet, the whole game becomes a breeze. No way, you are the one who max out speed just to zoom around in fights. 100% guilty. But hey, the devs say gameplay is not unbalanced, it's a feature. We keep walking to the exit bill and we are in the park just in front of school. She laughs again, brushing her hands through her hair as she looks at me for a few seconds longer than I expect. Look, I got to run to the best in show contest, but she finishes a business card out of her bag. Kendra Kai, costumes and performance art. Kendra Kai, whoa, even her name as stage press. And also so does she. These days just did a complete 180. Call me, should talk. It's not every day you meet a real fan. My name's Jake, by the way. Hope to see you again, Jake. She gives me that dazzling wink and she's gone. I know. Stop looking at me with that smug, knowing face, Jake. Suddenly, all those hours you spent playing those stupid games paid off. Well done. Yeah, well said. I'm definitely going to call her. Kendra Kai. What a great name. And what a lovely body. Even fully covered, the outfit was so tight it deserved its own warning label. Every curve was doing a public appearance. And then when she bent over, barefoot, right there in front of everyone. With a body and a tool like that, the potential for eye heart is enormous. I slip the card into my wallet like it's a hair collectible, already imagining myself calling her the second I get home. But I force myself to wait a few days, to avoid looking as desperate as I absolutely am. Main story event wait, go back to the screen and use the phone. Mountains to measure, everyone chasing a fresh air and freedom. Damn it, nothing for now. My head feels like a poorly mixed cocktail shake right now, a direct result of patriotic celebration I was convinced to attend for the 4th of July. That whole backyard barbecue was basically an existential crisis wearing American flag, and of course, my friends spent the entire night roasting my so-called professional photographic career. They keep insisting I only do it to see girls naked, which, okay, yes, but also I make art. How dare they overlook that basic part? So the phone rings, is triggering a cold dread that goes straight to my stomach. Is it the bank, or a collection agency, or perhaps a psychic calling to inform me my future involves random noodles and a crippling regret? Please, this cannot be an increase of my rent. Hello? My voice sounds suspiciously weak, like a frog gargling gravel. Little jerk, it's me. I recognize her sweet voice, it's candor, my creeping hangover suddenly feels unmanageable, even kind of sophisticated. My mind, however, immediately races to ugly imported life-altering strategy of playing it cool to secure this valuable connection. Playing hard to get? I don't know, Jake. This could be backfire, especially like trying to take a panoramic photo with a flip phone. Time to play charm, which one of my complex, nuanced personas do I use for this critical moment? Be enthusiastic to hear her, or pretend not to recognize her? Enthusiastic? This must be Kendra Kai, my favorite fan costume maker, and dare I say, the only reason I didn't leave that couch western after the first hour of shoulder-to-shoulder traffic. Ha, I like your enthusiasm. And I like you. Well, I mean, the character of Homie in Planet Pixel. You did a great job. Why people call me when I'm still half asleep and half drunk? I'm doing a terrible job. 5? Maybe the other is better? Like, I don't know, he's talking. Hello, I doubt smooth touchdown, negotiation major, multi-million-dollar merger. You don't know who I am, right? You are Josie from tax office? I fully commit to the beat now, even though it's probably hurting my chance. Okay, so it's the other. It was easy to understand, it was. Okay, 5. My favorite guy is Philip, always a dig with everyone. Anyways, as much as I like to keep talking about my favorite game, I call you for another reason. Yes, I noticed you were carrying a camera with you at convention, the one that looks expensive anyway. Ah yes, we did get a chance to speak about my true color, which is capturing the essence of human beauty and drama. I take a dramatic sip of my lukewarm office coffee. It tastes suspicious of regret and stale cardboard. I call, but I make sure it sounds professional, as if I'm to reveal the location of hidden trash, not my actual job description. Well, you happen to have stumbled to the studio of most skilled photography in Tri-County area, maybe even the whole state. Only the area? Oh shame, I thought you were the most skilled of the entire visible light spectrum. That will be soon, once I figure out the proper way to convince popular models to pose for me. Kendra laughs and it's a sweet, clear sound like a tiny, well-tuned harp playing a perfect, uncomplicated C major chord. Alright, pro, what do you think about taking some artistic picture of me? A professional photo shoot with her? I don't even have to beg. I mean, artfully negotiate for a booking. That sounds like a absolute brilliant idea. Do you have anything specific in mind? There is a major competition for the best Victorian Gothic outfit. Submission ends very soon on July 15. Hmm, not much time to spare, but fear not. Pressure turns a lump of coal into a diamond, and I Jake am an industrial grade hydraulic press of creativity. I actually know a spectacular place not far away from here, an abandoned abbey. It's got perfection for this kind of shot, and the ghosts provide excellent atmospheric lighting. Oh, really? That sounds exciting. And about the Abbey at stunning modern competition, and this is the opening act of my legendary career. I can feel it. I'm already imagining dramatic chiaroscuro lighting, the long shadows on the ass, seeing that perfect figure draped in swaths of black velvet and lace, perfect for artistic composition, of course. So how about we aim for July 12th? That gives both a bit of time to arrange the outfits and props for me to mentally prepare my artistic genius. Sounds absolutely great. I will secure a truly proper, extravagant outfit, something that will make Priscilla weep with absolute bitter envy. Can't wait to show Priscilla that I'm the best at doing custom costumes. She truly believes her sad, glittery fairy costume is the peak of costuming, but that outfit is held together by pure spite and old fairy dust. I'll make sure this photo shoot becomes a reality. I promise Priscilla won't be able to look at her cheap fairy wings after we are done. How about the pay? Well, I was hoping we could discuss a fairy price. Exactly, what about $100? That's why I budgeted for half-day collaborations. Wait, what? She's going to pay me to photograph her? I was not prepared to offer this a free portfolio building gig. Ah, of course. She asked me to do the job. That's how professional work happens, is it? I admit I don't feel great asking for her money when she's just a lovely person, but I'm not exactly in the position of being able to refuse when people offer me money. I'm still barely scraping by. Alright, just this one. Since you ask so nicely, I'll waive my usual triple digit hour rate. Hi, great. Talk to you soon, pro. The call ends. I stare at my phone out. My heart is pounding like a drum, so my headache is completely gone. I feel like I can conquer the world, or at least finally tackle that terrifying pile of dirty laundry in the corner. Jesus. We can never go outside. It's a shame. These never change. Pack lights. Nature is calling. Nature. This change always, right? Weekly. Nobody cares. How much money we have? We're gonna get only have 70. The others don't phone. Like, come on. We need more jobs. We need to do more jobs, please. Okay. As I talk to clear my mind, it's a sunny day, the kind that makes everything look brighter than it should. Somehow my feet carry all the way to Moretti's barn. And there she is, either laughing outside a pretty suit, catching the sun. She looks like, hey, I can't travel out right here in the middle of the countryside. Who's there? I told you I didn't want to be. Oh, it's you, Jake. Her voice drops from a sharp defensive edge to a softer, almost relieved. She doesn't reach for a towel to cover up, instead she stretches, shifting her weight, just enough to make the movement look deliberate. Hey, Anna, didn't mean to startle the local hazard. Weren't we new here? Do you get tired of taking photos of fruit and buildings? This is funny. I went to walk to clear my head and got lost in thought. And well, somehow my feet just led me toward the Moretti farm. You sure it's not destiny? You can't stay away from me, huh? She tilts her head, a stray blonde lock falling over one eye. She doesn't brush it away, forcing me to keep looking at her face if I want to keep the conversation going. Maybe my subconscious had a bad sense of orientation, keeps me taking the same turns. Or maybe it's just a good taste, it knows where the best film is. She winks at me. I pretend not to notice, but my brain is already spiraling into overanalysis. Is that a we are all friends wink or come closer wink? She's still with Chad, or at least I think she still is. But Chad never seemed to look at her the way I do. You look at her like a trophy. I look at her like she's the only person in the room. I went back in high school during those long, boring study halls. Everyone else was shouting or throwing paper, but Anna would just sit there, chin in her hand, listening to me talk about my nerd stuff like I was describing the secrets of the universe. She made me feel visible, like I wasn't just a camera guy, but someone who mattered. So, some birthing day, take a break from the glamorous life of a farm girl. Yeah, I think I'll actually wear a swimsuit this time. Last week I went topless out here, and some biker almost drove into a tree. My dad had to help him out of the ditch. I can't say I blame him. You are public safety hazard, Anna. They should put up warning signs at the end of the driveway. Danger and proud. You should know that by now, Jake. I don't play it safe. She shifts her legs, moving, drawing my eyes down before I can stop myself. She nods, she definitely nods, because her smile widens just a fraction of a millimeter. Oh, I do, believe me, I do. I've seen the damage you can do to a man fox. Is that so? Anira, I thought you were a professional. Perfect compose behind that lance. She leans forward slightly, resting her elbows on her knees. The distance between us feels suddenly electrically short. The lens help, it's like a shield. Without it, well, it's a bit hard to stay composed. Then maybe we should leave it in the bag more often. I'll hate for you to miss the real details because we were too busy adjusting our aperture. There between us feels thick, the moments the moments right before the summer turns on breaks. It's all said and unsaid, a game of cat and mouse where I'm not entirely sure who is the hunter. Both loud, some mixing with rustle of leaves and buzzing of lazy summer bugs, but the laugh feels like a call for the tension underneath. Two small birds land on the fence nearby, chirping like they own the place and hopping along the wooden rail. They seem busy, probably arguing over who gets the best spot on the fence. Oh, those two? They are barn swallows. They mate for life, no matter how far they fly, they always find their back way to the same nest, to the same person. She smiles at words, her eyes softening in a way that feels dangerously sincere. She looks back at me and her gaze lingering on my mouth for a heartbeat too long before she looks away. Pretty common for a couple of birds, right? Oh no, we need to say something. They are sweet together, actually. Maybe they should enjoy. Nah. They are sweet together, actually. Right? It's rare these days you find something or someone that loyal. Yeah, maybe the real love not so impossible after all. Hey, look at you get set, Mel. I like this version of you. Okay, this increases a lot, 15. It's always 555 that can increase. Smiles me again, and for a moment the world feels very still. The birds flutter away to get the pin into the blue sky, and a stretch lazily sunlight glittering off her skin. Anyway, you staying for a while, or are you going to keep pretend this was an accident? That depends. Do accident visits come with lemonade? If you are lucky, maybe go grab 2 glass from the porch, will you? And all in the green as I head toward the porch. Maybe I didn't have here by accident after all. Hey, how about Miss Bar competition? Did they ever announce a winner? Still haven't heard anything official. You know how people around here operate. Lazy is an understatement. The committee is probably still arguing over whether tractor chic contest formal wear. Ah, yeah, it's real glamour industry. Speaking of local fame, did Robert ever get into try to recall the name of the boring sounding position Robert was chasing? That old town council liaison to culture events sport thing? Robert, oh, he got the position alright. They call him the official attendee of all things tedious. He spent his weekends wearing a cheap suit and stand near the punch bowl at every ribbon cutting ceremony within a 50-mile radius. No way, our Robert, the one who's the shit off me in algebra, is a public figure now. He is the official part of local bureaucracy. His job is basically to shake hands until his wrist gives out. He calls it community outreach. I call it voluntary missing out Saturday morning and cartoons. Well, and I'm here worried about getting right expert for a girl in a corset at an abbey. Maybe I chose the wrong kind of fame. About Abby, what is that you get yourself into now, Jake? Now you must know I'm great booker for high concept gothic photo shoot, for image dress up competition, it's cutting edge photography, Anna. Gothic? You mean like take a picture of old dusty gravestones? Is that your cutting edge? No, think less gravestones are more dark romantic heroine on the verge of very dramatic emotional confession. And I'm willing to bet that this heroine is very dressed in any of that fancy gothic lace. Well, I simply give the people what they desire. It's our job, Anna, but someone with my particular set of skills has to do it. I'm sure of that, Jake. For a fleet moment, she looks genuinely jealous. But why? She's current with Chad. Perhaps I'm just imagining things. It's basic psychology, Jake. When a woman sees a man surrounded by other women, she thinks that he must be superior mate. You know, you will always be my favorite model anyway. You set the standard for all my true art. That had be better be true. Scratch memory when you eventually become famous and rich from all this cutting edge work. I'll surely do. I'll send a compliment print. We spent the rest afternoon together, talking again and laughing about our childhood, the dumb things we used to do, the embarrassing people we used to be. It's a nice, grounding distraction. When I find it dumb, I feel light. It wasn't the walk that cleared my mind. It was Anna. I think nothing in here works. Damn it. I can sell nothing. No, the baby's birth. It smells like damp earth. I forgot to use the atmosphere sound. I could set up a stage for ultimate gothic thought. I went eye drama. I lay a swath of sheep, but visually loud heather purple velvet fabric on perfect flat rock surface. Yes, it's absolute to like a throne room designed by a very ambitious street student. Kendra arrives already wearing the outfit. She looks incredible. She wears my visit a layered dress in deep purple, featuring ruffly sleeves and a tight black corset that cinched perfectly at her waist. She has nailed the slight depressed Victorian heiress aesthetic. So are you ready for the close-up, Miss K? My 35mm film is loaded and ready to rock. I am. How do I look? You look fantastic, like a rock star vampire who just inherited Gloomy's castle. Fancy confident pro. Yes, we are a pro. Don't even have a studio. I'm ready to capture photograph X, and now let me check the light meter one last time. I turn away for a quick moment, finding with the set on my bulky flash, only try to calculate the perfect exposure. I spin my head back toward Ken to give her a dash, and my brain inserts short circuits. She's kneeling on the fabric, grasping the edge of the purple skirt. She pulls the hem up just enough to reveal dark blue stockings, elbow garters, and a tiny pair of matching pants. Whoa! My light meter nearly files out of my hand and into a moss-covered fountain. I was thinking we should make things a little more spicy. I know most of people come to see me at conventions do it because they find me sexy, not just because I see you a straight seam. Besides, I agree, artistic integrity and market appeal are symbiotic. I said betray my attempt at being a cool detached artist, but well, this shoot is shaping up to be out my wildest film noir dreams. Now focus, Jake, do not drop the camera, do your best. Okay. Has to be this. Damn. And the first part of photo shoot, and Karen pulls away from stage, heads behind the large ruined wall. I brought another outfit I want to try. Good, I'm ready when you are. The lights hitting that broken wall perfectly right now. This place is safe, right? It's not like the ceiling is going to collapse on us. No, it's surgically sound. It's only a statical ruin. Unless you show up in a large soffit, then it makes it cool really shake this place, Kendra. Close your eyes, Jake. I want full dramatic reveal. Why? Alright, but don't blame me if I sneak peek. I tried to squeeze my eyes shut, hearing the faint rust of fabric and the clink of metal. Alright, you can open then. Whoa, holy smokes, are you serious? Jesus. Kendra steps out, and I swear my brain forgot how to function. The dark blue lace-up bodysuit looks like it was engineered by a team of perverts. Every cut out along her hips makes me wonder if the outfit is saying a liability waiver. She drops to her knees on the bed, stocky tight against her tight heels, pointed like she's posing for a magazine cover no one is allowed to admit they buy. Then she gives a smile, the one that says she knows exactly what she's doing, and what is that I'm thinking? God damn. It's sexy, ridiculous and age effect. Honestly, I don't know whether I should say something clever or just quietly think whatever God scheduled this moment. Right, I'm starting to feel a bit chilly, in this place the wind whistles right through you. She's clearly experienced physical discomfort and all her feelings while maintaining focus will build trust. Don't hesitate. So, side photo shoot now, let's get this done before you turn into a popsicle. Take a powerful stance right in the patch of sunlight. Look at that combo. But I still don't understand this space, but why does it decrease never? That's why I say this minigame right needs a tutorial for at least the player understand how it works. The photo shoot ends, I finished the last roll of film, just kinda quickly darts behind the wall to change back into our regular clothes. I think I seriously overestimate my cold resistance. You might need to reroll that save. I take the opportunity to restart the whole play, SQ remark, this is my element, not just photography. The auto you brought definitely didn't have a cold resistance plus 10 in count, maybe 10 plus charisma though. Is that, next time I'll craft a better armor. I may have a push off resist cold, I might have one in my camera bag inventory if you need it. We keep our whole playing joke for a while, we'll discussing favorite illusion traps or boss mechanics for our old 8-bit games until the light starts getting noticeable dim. She there comes close every time I see her up close. I'm messed by how pretty she is. It's distracting. So, yes, when I can see the picture, I'm already dying to tack the contact sheets up on the college arch bulletin boards. Well, in a few days they should be ready. Good, we could meet in the park next out. What do you think? I could bring coffee. Yes, I should have them by then. Just one thing I forgot to mention is you are new on for Quest. I might sell prints of my pictures. Yeah, standard price. It's how I found my character class, starving photographer, and it gets your image out there. Alright, more people see me, the bad chance I have to make this full-time job. I need to get out of my parents' basement. Oh, I thought you were a full-time. I glad fun costume maker. No, I work at apply for a boring data entry job. Couture making is relatively niche things right now, but I bet in the future it will become very popular. It's too great not to. With pretty girls like you in these outfits, sure it will. You'll be unstoppable. She does dance, but she looked at me with her cute eyes and chuckled softly before collecting the last of her clothes. I think I managed to land that compliment perfectly. See you next Saturday. See you, Kendra. As I drive back home, I can't wait to see her face when I'll show her the pictures. They turn out amazing. Nothing is good. Can always see like that to see. July 25. At the park early, coaching the heavy and will take care of freshly developed photography parades. I think they turn out great, moody, dramatic, truly magazine worth, but I truly died to see what subject thinks. I spot her walking ahead of me. As soon as she sees me, breaks into a little run. That's a good sign. She's wearing that homey costume again. It's very colorful contrast to the moody black and purple gothic look. She looks unbelievably cute. Here you are. Hello, Ken, or shall I say homey? That already pops up in daylight. Sorry, I'm rushing to attend a convention even late. So I come dressed that like this, saves on changing time. It's smart idea. You definitely stand out among regular park goers. They might ask who designed that also cost, or you'll say I did this costume myself. I'm the famous Canada guy, professional costume maker. Yeah, that's the plan anyways. Where are the thoughts? You saw it intensely excited. Are you going to explore if you don't see it in a second? I said back open slide as she spots the edge of large envelope inside. She darts forward and slid and immediately grabbed the strap and started to pull the old bag towards her. Give them to me. I need to see them right now. Oh, calm down, homie. You're going to rip my new leatherette bag. Here they are. I surrounded the prints towards. She snatched one from my hand with surprising speed, fanning them out. I stand there, staring at her face while she looks at the glossy prints, right desperate to catch any flicker of a positive or negative thought. Whoa! Am I really so pretty? Yes, you are. I capture every ounce of your photogenic charm. I mean, I look good in pictures. The outfits that are my delight, the mood you create, it's exactly what I need. Told you I'm the great photographer, didn't I? A professional, remember? Yeah, you know, but you are definitely not the first man who tries to inflate his ego, and then there's also no substance behind the big talk. That's not me, my thoughts speak for themselves. That's pretty much clear now, bro. You earn your pay. She later places what into her costume bag, then without warning she leans quickly and gives me a soft kiss right on my cheek. I feel my face immediately flush out big from the complete unexpected gesture. It's a nice gesture, thank you, Jake. High five for your face. Don't read too much onto it or you'll look like a fool. Oh no, I don't want to be a fool. I mean, thanks. Are you alright? Sorry if this is out of line. I got carried away by the amazing prince. No, I definitely appreciate it. It was actually very sweet. I really need to go now, or I miss costume judging. But we'll talk soon, right? Sure, let's keep in contact, homie. I mean, Kendra, call me. She flashed me a brilliant smile before turning and running off across the park with the picture clutching in her bag. Well, her butt is so small but perfect defining that costume. I might have stared at it a bit too much. An old lady passed by coffee loudly and gives me a truly judgmental, disapproving look. I turned towards home, feeling a profound sense of validation. I'm sure that those amazing pictures will massively increase Candace's popularity, and then we'll meet again for a much bigger, much paid shot. Maybe next time I'll be able to pay her what she deserves. Okay, so she increased it to. There's nothing to sell. But I'm gonna stop here because not spell a lot, but to show a little bit of it. So basically, it's like a visual novel with like spicy photos of the girls that you can take. Of course, certain ones you need to, like, it's a more popularity. You start to get more spicy photos, right? More photo shoots with them. I don't know how many like girls exist in the game to take photos. I don't know, but maybe on Steam page says. I don't remember now. But basically, it's you need to increase the fame of the girls, like that the photos will sell more. But you need to pay attention to the trends at the same time to sell the photos. Of course, pay the rent that you need, and then at the same time upgrade, because when you upgrade, the better the quality is gonna be, and the more money it's gonna sell at the same time. Not only the camera, but the lighting, right? Everything that you can upgrade. So it's gonna be a game where I'm not saying that you're gonna need to grind, but it's like you need to advance the time. Like you can say certain days nothing happens. True. It's true that sometimes nothing happens, you can't go outside, nothing, you need to advance day by day. But of course, you need to do day by day, because certain days something happens, or a new model, you go search for a new model, or the models that you already have, they want a new photo shoot. There are certain things that for now don't work, because like they say on the demo, they are not available. But overall, it's a good visual novel, because there is choice, meaning that you need to know what are the correct choice to do, because certain ones increase, like I think it's always 555 that increase, so certain ones only increase 5, others increase like 3, let's say. So you need to be careful. Of course, the trick that I always say is save always before a choice, like that you can lower it, of course. But in here, the only issue is like you can increase with everyone, but in the end, like they say, you can marry the girl that you want when you have 100. When you have another heart, you can marry who you want, but you need to choose, and then when you marry with that one, you can't do with the others. So meaning that you can say, but isn't it weird that you can have hearts with everyone? I'll say yes, because like means that the choice is only to increase the hearts, not like, oh, if the others see that if you are with other girl, they're gonna be like, oh, you are cheating on me, like that. No, basically what developer is, you are taking photos, and then okay, you have a lot of relationship with them, and then you choose who you want to marry. Nothing else in the end, basically, because you can see it's 100. You only increase 5 by 5, like it's slow. But basically, it's fun because it's comedy. You are right. You don't. Basically, you are in debt. You don't. You are now chasing the dreams of your father. That was to be a photographer, and you want to meet girls. And you know that okay, our cat wants to meet girls, but he sees a way to meet girls is taking photos. Is what he sees to get more close to girls. So it's not. It's like it's not bad. It's good because it's like not you're gonna meet girls, you have those mini games. At the same time, you have the choice. So of course it's gonna be long because it takes time until you reach the end. The only thing that I'll say to developers is on the minigame, say like because that says base color, the colors that increase, but never increase. So they should explain everything. Like on left side you have those things, those gems that say percentage, and on the right side you see others too. So they need to explain what is the meaning of that. Like on the left is for the girl, so if you hit increase more. On the right is only for you, right? So I mean that doesn't decrease a lot to reach to perfect, to be amazing the photo. So they should explain everything, how to increase the base, right in the bottom left corner that says base. So they should say that to explain everything in the mini game, because the rest of the tutorial it's well clear how it works, but on the mini game it's like they forgot to explain that. So but basically you need, like, it's a good visual novel because you're gonna meet girls, you're gonna take sexy pictures of them, and then in the end you have to choose who to marry. But like, it's a visual novel, you need to like visual novels, because if you are not a big fan of visual novels, like, it's not gonna be for you. But I will say give it a shot to the demo, and if you like it, don't forget to wishlist the game, because it helps the game to get more visibility. And when it comes out, it says third quarter. Can be delay or not, depends. When it comes out, you are notified. So hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys on next time.